Hey y'all, welcome back to Life More Abundantly with Chauncia. I pray that you are experiencing the joy of the Lord. He is so faithful, and I am just on 10 because God is God is God, and He's showing up. He is showing up. So there are multiple words that I am releasing today. This is one of them. But this word is coming from the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 9. Y'all got to excuse me because I am just like joy overflowing. So 2 Corinthians 12, verse 9 from the Amplified Version. It reads, "But he has said to me, my grace is sufficient for you. My loving kindness and my mercy are more than enough. Always available, regardless of the situation. For my power is being perfected and is completed and shows itself most effectively in your weakness." Let me read that part again. For my power is being perfected and is completed and shows itself most effectively in your weakness. Therefore, I will all the more gladly boast in my weaknesses, so that the power of Christ may completely enfold me and may dwell in me. Real quick, I don't know who this word is for, but you need to know that God has given us never-ending grace. You need to hold on to that. That's the word of today. Never-ending grace. Hold on to it. Never-ending grace. Hold on to it. And the example that came to my mind, or like the illustration that came to my mind as I was jotting things down when this word hit my spirit, was like a ticket roll. Like, I know some of the grocery stores, the older grocery stores, used to have like the little coupons that they would spit out as you walk down the aisles. Or maybe if you go to like a like a DMV place, or like the places where you get like your marriage license and birth certificate, things of that sort. Like if you go to like one of those public places, they usually have where you like pull a number or pull a ticket or something like of that sort. And that's really what I envision. But in this case, it's like it was a representation of God's grace. And so his role, like, every time you need a ticket of grace, let me just make this real simple. Every time you need a ticket of grace, it is there. It is available. This roll of grace, it never runs out. It never ends. It never ceases to be available to you and me. So every time you feel short, take a ticket of grace. Every time you feel unworthy, take a ticket of grace. Every time you feel void in your life, you feel emptiness, you feel condemnation, you feel rejection, you feel like you're not good enough, you feel like you're not pretty enough, you're not handsome enough, you feel like you're not validated enough. Every time you feel insecure, you feel limited, you feel bound, take a ticket of grace, because God's grace is sufficient to carry you through the valley and put you on the mountaintop. It's sufficient enough to carry you through depression and discouragement, and to put you in a place where you just literally experience God's peace, even in the midst of your storm. That's what God's grace does for us. It carries us. So I need you to be reminded on today, whoever this word is for, that God has extended never-ending grace to you. And I love this verse because it really draws out. A lot of us feel like when we are weak, like God can't do anything with us. But that's when God can do the most, is when we are weak. When we don't know how things are going to work out, when we don't know how things are going to come together, when we feel like we are inadequate, when we feel like, God, that's too big for me to do. I don't have the education for that. I don't have the skill set for that. I don't have the grammar to speak this thing. Like, God is like, I know, but I'm going to give it to you along the way, because it's not going to be you. It's going to be me through you. Take a ticket of grace. Be encouraged on today.